Hello, YouTube. Apparently, like 40,000 of you kind of like to see what's going on here up in Canada with crazy Strongwoman people. So let's do it. Let's set this bitch up. Tell me about it. All right, we're gonna set up for block press. I would prefer it too, because they could break. I don't really want to have to go get more. So this is what we're pressing. Just a big old chunk of steel. So we've got grip enhancer. I really love this stuff that I found. You can't even see it. It's different than chalk, but it is the cat's ass.
It's my new favorite.
Better not be fucking weird. Probably is. All right. Add some weight to this bitch. We are going to do a press ladder today of 115, 130, 145, 160 hopefully, and then maybe YOLO a 175. See what happens.
Well, that's not so bad.
She's loaded. We have 115 loaded, and then we're gonna be adding 5s and 2.5s every time. So we're gonna go 115, 130, 145, 160. I don't think I'm gonna get past that, so I'm probably not gonna bother trying 175, but worst case, we'll see what happens. Okay, so it's at 115, and then I'll try to put it down nicely so that it's upright, and then you'll have to flip off collars and put one stack of these on each side and then put the collar back on.
Top of what's already there?
Yes, we're just gonna add one stack, I'll do a rep, add another stack, I'll do a rep, add the last stack. I like the last set is gonna kind of be a fucking YOLO anyway, so I don't think I'm gonna go to 175, but all right, block press ladder is done. I did 115, 130, 145. I just missed the 160 twice, but comp day adrenaline, all that kind of stuff. I'm not too worried about it. I think I'll be able to get it. And then we're moving on now to, we're gonna do trap bar, elevated trap bar deadlift to simulate side handle lever car deadlift that we're gonna be doing at the Rainier Classic here in 2 weeks. It's kind of crooked, but whatever, it works. Just while I down some snacks here, let us have a quick conversation. What are we gonna have? Apple, yellow carrot, and mango, because I have the shitty ones. Ashley has the MVP ones. These are way better. These ones from Costco have vegetables in them, and they don't taste as good, because you can taste the vegetables. It's not that I don't like vegetables, but I don't like the vegetables in my apples.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
What do you think I was going to say? It's really a shame we don't have 2 microphones, guys. See, it would be way more fun to have the 2 microphone systems today.
Yeah, so we could chit chat. Just a little bit. Thank you. That's
good.
Yeah.
The ouchie, do you want to come show the camera your hands?
Yeah. Nice and swollen.
You can't really see it under the chalk, but this is what happens when you're dumb and you drop a keg on your hand. Welcome to Strongman. Okay, we'll rip this for a few reps, and then we'll probably make it higher, because car deadlifts are usually higher off the ground than this. Last year we did one, and it was 17 inches, so we're at about 17 and a half. It'll be good enough for today's purposes. By the way, before I forget to record this clip, you should probably hit subscribe right now, because I'm gonna be here for a while and we're gonna do some cool shit together, and you guys seem pretty interested, so hit subscribe, follow along. Yeah, I'm not good at this. So the bar with one set of reds is 160. We're going up to 270. This is the real workout right here. This is why competing is way more fun, because you don't have to do any of this shit. You just warm up and then you lift all the things. Get some straps out too. No, your banana's too brown for me.
That's a brown banana.
Yeah, I don't like them. The browner the better applies to many things,
Yeah.
hey? Yeah. We are building up to 400. So this will be my last warm up. And then we're gonna send it for 60 seconds. See how many reps we can get. Car deadlift, this will be like a steel apparatus behind me with handles that'll be like this in a neutral grip instead of like a barbell. And the weight we don't know the weight. Depends on the car, depends on how far it's loaded, depends on the length of the car deadlift contraption. So you train it as close as you can in training, and you just hope that you've over prepared. And if that is the case, then hopefully you can deliver really well on comp day. That's probably good. Yeah.
Athlete ready?
Yep.
3, 2, 1, start. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10.
Okay, so funny story. You would think, where am I? Based on that I love deadlifts, and I do not love deadlifts. I really prefer squats, but I've worked really hard since I decided to take the sport seriously on improving my deadlift. So I do love deadlift events. I'm really short, so I'm built really well for them, and generally do extremely well on them because of my strength and shortened range of motion. But yeah, they are not actually my favorite, so fun fact. Okay, it's kind of crooked, but whatever, it works. Just while I down some snacks here, we'll just have a quick conversation. What are we gonna have? Apple, yellow carrot, and mango, because I have the shitty ones. Ashley has the MVP ones. These are way better. These ones from Costco have vegetables in them, and they don't taste as good, because you can taste the vegetables. It's not that I don't like vegetables, but I don't like the vegetables in my apples.
That's not what I thought you were going to say.
What do you think I was going to say? It's really a shame we don't have 2 microphones, guys. Next session, there will be 2 microphones. So yeah, a little bit about my background. I started at the gym seriously when I was 33 after having 3 kids. 3 kids by a C-section. So I've had major abdominal surgery 3 times and been cut in half essentially, and worked really hard since 2018. So yeah, this will be like entering my 9th year of training fairly seriously. I was severely overweight when I started, and kind of had like a lot of ebbs and flows with my body over the years. So I initially started beginner boot camp, just, you know, struggle busting on everything. I remember one day, a couple weeks into beginner boot camp, I was watching the CrossFit class because I train at a CrossFit gym. I was watching them, make sure this is on, watching them, they were doing handstand push-ups, and I saw those and I was like, those are cool. I want to be able to do those one day. So I talked to the girl that was coaching my class, and we kind of made like a little game plan for me to transition into the CrossFit class. So I started in April. I did beginner boot camp until the end of August, and by then I had made enough progress that I felt like comfortable going into the CrossFit class. So I transitioned into, we had like a introductory CrossFit class back then, and I transitioned there. So it was a little bit like slower pace than CrossFit, if you know what CrossFit is. Just kind of like allows you to learn more of the stuff because it's very complicated. There's lots of movement. Olympic lifting is very nuanced. It's very difficult to pick up when you're new. So I moved over to that, and then they ended it that month. So I got 1 month of intro, and then it was like, well, shit or get off the pot, pretty much. I don't know if you're allowed to swear on YouTube, but I swear a lot. And so yeah, I just stayed in that class. I worked on just consistency in the gym. At that point, I was hitting probably like 4 to 5 days a week pretty consistently while raising kids. My kids would have been 3, 4, and 6 at the time. My husband works away, he's a truck driver, so it made it difficult, but yeah, I stuck with it. Made lots of progress with like weight loss and stuff, and it was about 1.5 years after I started that I did my first handstand push-up. So that kind of like started the addiction for me, and I just went like full bore into CrossFit until really last year. So yeah, kind of fast forward through that. I did my first strongman comp for fun, literally just like out of the blue. Had no idea what I was doing. Signed up a week before in 2022. I came second to a girl who at that time was the national champion of Canada that year, so she was pro. And like, I didn't just get second because there was only 2 of us. Like, I held my own. I did really well and everything. There was nothing that I zeroed on. I pulled 455 on an axle deadlift. You know, I was hitting the log and a circus dumbbell. Had never touched them before that day. Then I just went back to CrossFit training. And then the next year, I did that same comp again just for fun. Just kind of jumped in last second because I had enjoyed the last one. And I ended up winning that one as well. Won all 5 or 6 events that we ran at that one. That was 2023. And then I didn't do anything again until last year in 2025. Our local comp here ended up getting sanctioned with Strongman Corp Canada, and so I competed there. I qualified for provincials, and I figured may as well try. Went to provincials and I got second. We'll go into details on all this stuff later because there's some really fun, annoying stories to tell you. But I got second there, so I qualified for nationals, and nationals were in Calgary, Alberta last year, which is like a 6.5 hour drive from me. So I figured, may as well do that. So I signed up for that. In the interim, I did a competition at K-Days in Edmonton last year where I swept all 6 events and I won that show. And then I competed in Okotoks in August of last year at a Pro-Am. So that was kind of like my first dabble with like the big girls, you could say. And I realized at that point that I kind of had potential and maybe wanted to get my pro cards. And there was a pro card on the line there. So I kind of went in with a blind ambition and delusion that maybe I would get it there. So I needed to be on the podium. And I ended up 2 points off of the podium. I was in 4th place overall. Another story for another day. We'll go into that comp in detail later. But from there, I decided, yeah, screw it. I'm going to try for my pro card. So I needed to win nationals. I ended up getting second at nationals by 2 points again. So that was really fun. But through the scope of that, I managed to qualify for the Rainier Classic in Ohio. So that was my next competition after placing second at nationals, missing my pro card again. And I dove like headfirst into that one. So I had a brief off season after nationals, a few injuries to kind of deal with, and then we went into Arnold prep. So we'll come back to that later. We need to set up for another event. We're really gonna hope that this height is wrong for this bag toss.
Right over. Watch out, man.
That only means I can do 2 of the 5. This is a big ask for somebody that's 5'2". Fucking rude. No, that was high enough. Why? Why? It was high enough. Yeah. Okay, so that wasn't the worst. It went high enough. This would be our 3rd bag weight. So it's 20, 25, 30, 32.5, 35. I just got good at doing this to 12 feet like a month ago, because 12 is standard for women generally, but apparently not. I guess we're doing 15, and I'm 5'2", so it's a long ways up for a little person, but let's see what we can do. Oh, high enough again, but not back. So that was lots high enough. I'm just not hanging onto the sandbag quite long enough, so it's going straight up and down instead of up and then back over the bar. So we're gonna try and hang on a little longer and stand maybe just a hair closer. See what that does. Oh. Okay, we are going to set up for farmers now. The farmers is 220 per hand at Rainier. I haven't done a farmer's carry that heavy ever. I hurt my hand, or like my wrist with a circus dumbbell in Columbus in March at the Arnold's on one of those Thomas Inch dumbbells. I just did a really stupid squirrely little dance. And it really impacted my grip for the last few months. So I needed some time to recover from that, because that was like the first week of March. So like April, May, and June were 3.5 months since that injury. And then we did like lots and lots of wrist flexion and extension training and grip training to try and get it back, and it's feeling pretty good. But with that said, my training has been pretty like moderate-ish, because we don't want to obviously risk re-hurting it before we go somewhere. So yeah, we're just gonna see how that kicks today. I was supposed to kind of test, but we don't know the rest of this event. And honestly, if I can pick the 220 farmers and be okay with that, I think everything else will be fine. My sandbags are pretty good. Stones, back drags, kind of anything like that, like I should be okay for. So yeah, we're gonna go load up this farmers and see how that goes. Is 155. So instead of doing 220, let's do 235. I don't think it'll record anything. You have to say it in here.
Oh. Hooray!
That was 235 a hand for farmers, which was a huge, I don't know where I'm in the middle of this. That was a big PR for me. So I'm not worried about that going into Rainier. That's basically it for today. Bye! Go subscribe.